Now, I still don't have power at my house as of yet, but we still gotta talk about that shit show of a speech that Trump gave to the joint session of Congress. As of course we all knew it was going to be, it was lie after lie after lie after lie for an hour and a half, the longest speech apparently in history to Congress. Overall, Trump vowed that he was going to press ahead in reshaping America, whatever the hell he thinks that means, because currently he's just destroying it. He repeated several false claims that tens of millions of dead people are receiving Social Security payments, to which the Democrats had to shout that that's not true and those are lies. Remember how right after November 5th, I said that just like he did with Obama when he claimed that Obama's economy was terrible, yet like a week after he took office he claimed the economy was great? That's what he's doing now. He and his followers complained for years about the economy under Biden, and now he's claiming the economy's doing great, when not only have prices and inflation gone up, but every other country in the world is now issuing tariffs against us, which is raising our prices even more. And all of the gains that he got right after he was elected in the S&P 500 have now gone. So he hasn't helped the stock market because the stock market's tanking. He hasn't helped alleviate anybody's high prices because prices are going up. Housing prices are going up. Inflation and unemployment are going up. And he's claiming this is America's golden age. In response to other countries, he said, whatever they tariff us, we tariff them. Whatever they tax us, we tax them. There'll be a little disturbance, but we're okay with that. It won't be much. So everything in the entire country costing 25 to 50% more is a little disruption? Also, what do you mean whatever they tariff us, we will tariff them? You're the one who started this bullshit. Canada is putting tariffs on us because you're slapping pointless tariffs on them. Once again, Republicans are creating a problem and then complaining about everybody else who didn't do it. He said one of his very highest priorities was to rescue the economy and offer relief to working families. And he blamed the cost of eggs and energy on Joe Biden, of course. Again, it's hilariously stupid that Trump thinks he has to rescue the economy when under Joe Biden he had several record back-to-back job reports, historic wage growth, and under Biden we had the strongest economy in the G7, which Trump is now ruining. Meanwhile, at the end of Trump's first term, he left office with fewer jobs than he started with. Since Trump has gotten to office, eggs have skyrocketed 300%, and working families are going to be paying almost $1,200 extra a year in taxes because of Trump. And how the hell is him raising prices and inflation and taking away people's healthcare and their benefits going to offer relief to working families? I'm so fired up about this because he is literally saying bald-faced lies that do not fit reality. He also, of course, called for the extension of his first-term tax cuts, which is just going to give trillions more dollars to the rich who don't need it, and it's going to further raise taxes on lower and middle-income families. Again, how is it his very highest priority to offer relief to working families? It is blatant horseshit. And while Republicans cheered him on, screaming, "Fight, fight, fight!" Representative Al Green was removed from the House chamber by Mike Johnson after he kept interrupting Trump. This was actually to the shock of everyone in the Congress, because even though Marjorie Taylor Greene and people like Lauren Boebert kept constantly interrupting and screaming over Joe Biden during his State of the Union, they were never ejected from the Congress. But of course a black member of Congress wants to interrupt the great dictator, and of course he's got to go. Trump once again reiterated that he wants to buy Greenland and take over the Panama Canal, to which Greenland immediately responded that they are not for sale. And throughout his entire speech, he had absolutely no plan to bring down grocery prices, which he said he was going to do immediately on day one. Just like ending the war in Ukraine on day one, which he also didn't do. As I've said a million times, he promised his MAGA voters the world, and he didn't deliver on a single goddamn thing. Yet they still love the taste of his ass. But the most hilarious part of the entire damn speech was not even how much he said, "America is back," when apparently what he means is back in time to the 1950s. Because again, all he's done since he got into office 6 weeks ago is slowly destroy our economy. No, the funniest part was during his speech, which actually led to people laughing at him. He said, "The days of rule by unelected bureaucrats are over," completely ignoring the irony that Elonia Muskrat is currently an unelected billionaire who has unfettered access to everything in the government, dismantling departments, taking away people's grants and contracts, so much so that people have called him the real president. Especially after his kid told Trump, "You're not the president, you need to leave, and you need to shut your fucking mouth." Which means he heard it from somebody else around Trump. This would have only been more hilarious if he had said, "The days of presidents wearing orange makeup is over." And apparently everybody in the room saw the irony except him.
And the days of rule by unelected bureaucrats are over.
And while the rest of the world realizes just what an idiot Donald Trump is, the rest of us in America who are sane have to sit and watch this bad episode of The Twilight Zone as Trump gets up in front of his sycophantic ass lickers and just keeps saying that everything is wonderful and everything is great as the country burns down around us. He is an absolute goddamn moron, and I cannot wait for the day where we don't have to mention his name ever again unless it's followed by spitting on the ground.